It had been 1 week since Officer McCollum was back on the job. The visit to the Amazon was successful, but once he opened up the avenue to healing, more issues came to surface. From the Amazon, he went to other healers that were local. One in particular, named Cam, holds weekly dances and a medicine dance that continues to help him let go of many different long-rooted issues. Another, Dr. Redding, monitors his biofeedback and instantly lets him know when there is an issue. Dr. Vishu cleared him of the depression or stress he had after his near-fatal experience. He can still see Dr. Vishu's face when all the tests kept coming back as healthy. Even his psychological profile was normal. The time spent working with alternative medicines and healers gave him a whole new life. He has found a new respect for the healings that were almost wiped out of modern society. The whole experience regenerated his mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual health. Jean, his wife, could not believe the difference in her husband. One moment she was ready to walk out the door, and after his sabbatical, he is reborn into a happier, more relaxed man. Their marriage has become stronger than ever. Mac has become a more attentive husband and father with a positive outlook on life. With a new outlook on his surroundings, he stood on a corner of the neighborhood he patrols. He watched the daily lives of the neighborhood unfold around him, and the neighborhood watched him back. Then something caught his eye. It was a young man walking fast with a black hoodie. The young man had his hands jammed into his pocket, walking at a brisk pace. Something was off. The behavior was not normal, and he has seen this kid before, but never knew him to be in trouble. "Hey, hold up a moment," Matt called out to him and approached cautiously. "Take your hands out of your pockets." Damn, thought Devon. Not him. Not now. "What's the hurry?" Mac asked, then continued. "What's in your pockets?" "Nothing," Devon stated as he kept his hands behind his head like he learned from the neighborhood. "Come on, man," Mac started to say as he went to put his hand on Devon's shoulder as a sign of friendship. Devon, thinking he was going to be hit, cowered down and shielded himself with his hands. Matt caught a reflection of his own image. He saw a tall, commanding figure with his hands towards a smaller, younger black man. He recognized the fear as the same fear he felt when he had a gun cocked at his face. The people in the neighborhood were paying attention and started to come closer. He took his extended hand and put it in the young man's hand and lifted him up to standing. He looked at the young man and asked, "What's your name?" The young man replied, "Devon." "What's in your pockets, Devon?" Mac asked. Devon looked down and slowly pulled out a folded piece of paper out of his hoodie pocket. After glancing at the paper, Mac said, "You look like you could use a bite to eat. I'm buying." Mac bought the two of them some sandwiches and drinks as they sat on a bench and talked for while they ate. "What classes are you signed up for?" Mac asked. "Some general ed classes and some calculus," Devon cautiously answered between bites. "What's your goal?" asked Mac. "Engineering," Devon stated, not knowing if he could trust Mac. "Why are you being nice to me?" "What?" Mac chuckled. "Does there have to be a reason to be nice?" "No, not really, but it's just not what you do. Everybody knows you," and Devon let the words trail off. Mac knew what he was going to say. "You know, sometimes people realize there's always room for improvement. Sometimes it is time for a change. It looks like you understand that since you enrolled into college," Mac said as he motioned to Devon's class schedule. "Where were you heading with that?" "To show my mom," Devon said softly. "She's going to be surprised." Then he explained his mother wanted more for him, but could not give it to him, and how always saw himself with more to offer than what he was doing. His words were articulate and he had goals. This surprised Mac. He was always told the people in the neighborhood expected a handout. Then Devon asked, "You almost got killed before by that white guy last year." "Yes, I did," Mac answered. "You get him?" Devon continued to ask. Mac sighed. "Yes, we did." "You sad about that?" Devon asked, surprised. "Yeah, why wouldn't I be? No one had to die. It was pointless," Max said. "I thought you didn't care about people down here. You just came and flashed your gun and badge and went back home," Devon spoke frankly. "I guess before I didn't care to understand people too much," Officer McCollum thought to himself. Then he responded back, "I thought people who lived here didn't much care about getting out, so we were both wrong." Then he pulled out his business card and handed it to Devon. "Call me if there's anything I can do to help you," he said. "No promises, but I'll do my best. And one more thing, call me Mac." The two men shook hands and parted ways, both with different perspectives of the other.